Welcome to the third unit, which is Theory and Design of Secondary Treatment Units. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about the theory of secondary treatment units. These are the contents that we are going to cover in this video. Introduction to unit operation and processes for secondary treatment, principle of biological treatment, classification of biological treatment system, and the role of microorganism in wastewater treatment. So let us discuss first the introduction to unit operation and the processes for the secondary treatment. Secondary treatment is basically biological treatment process. The objective of the biological treatment of wastewater are to coagulate and remove the non-satiable solids and to stabilize the organic matter. Biological treatment system are the living system which rely on the mixed biological culture to the breakdown of waste organic and remove the organic matter from the solution. Biological treatment systems are designed to maintain a large active mass of the bacteria within system confines. In the previous unit, we discussed about the physical treatment or the physical separation, which comes under the primary treatment, whereas in the secondary treatment is based on the biological processes in which the microorganism plays a major role. So, as the living microorganisms are present and is supplied in the process or for treatment of the wastewater, this system is called as a living system. And the microorganisms present in the wastewater are responsible for the breakdown of the waste organic matter and remove the organic matter from the solution. The two basic principles of the biological treatments are aerobic process and anaerobic process. In the aerobic processes, the bacteria and other microorganisms in search of food break down the complex organic matter and stable the substances by consuming oxygen without causing foul smell. So, in the aerobic processes, aerobic bacteria plays a major role and carry out the decomposition of the organic matter and produces stabilize it or produces the stable substances by consuming the oxygen. Where in case of anaerobic processes, the microorganism multiply in the absence of DO, that is dissolved oxygen, and do the decomposition or the organic matter of the organic matter, resulting in the gases like H2S, CH4, etc. H2S means hydrogen sulfide, CH4 is the methane, which gives the undesirable foul smell of the wastewater. Therefore, it is not generally preferred. So, in the anaerobic processes, the microorganism in absence of the oxygen decomposes the organic matter, which results in the generation of the gases like methane, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide and all. So, because of that, it creates a undesirable foul smell. So, the anaerobic processes are not generally preferred, but according to the type and according to the situation, sometimes the anaerobic processes are to be adopted. All the materials separated and precipitated in above processes are separated in the secondary settling tank. So, after carrying out aerobic or anaerobic process in the specific tank, the material is separated in the secondary settling tank, which is also called as a secondary sedimentation tank, as we have discussed in the previous unit. The collected and flocculated sludge contains colloidal or organic material and the BOD. This sludge is highly petrishable and treated before the final disposal. So, after carrying out the settling in the secondary settling tank, whatever sludge or the flocculated sludge is collected, which comprised of the colloidal organic matter, colloidal organic material and the BOD, this material is highly petrishable, so it need to be treated before its disposal. The classification of the biological treatment system. The biological system is further classified into two major types. First is attached growth process and second one is suspended growth process. Let us discuss about the attached growth process first. In this process, biomass is attached to the inert material like rock, ceramic or plastic plate. Wastewater is sprayed on the surface and allowed to trickle down over the attached biomass, in the course of which the microorganism present in the biomass convert the organic matter or or other constituent of wastewater into the gases and cell tissues. It removes the material from the waste through the sorption and biodegradation. The different types of units that can be used where the attached growth process is adopted are intermittent sand filter, trickling filter, rotating biological contactor, packed bed tower, anaerobic lagoons, and the fixed film denitrification. While in the suspended growth process, as the name suggests, the biomass which is provided or the microorganism, organic matter remains in suspension. These are the biological process in which the microorganism responsible for conversion or biodegradation are maintained in suspension within the liquid in the reactor by the natural or mechanical mixing. So, by means of natural or mechanical mixing, the biomass provided or added into the system are kept in the suspension. Microorganism convert the organic matter in the wastewater. So, the microorganism which are in suspension will come in close contact with the organic matter present in the wastewater and they convert the organic matter or decomposes the organic matter. Suspended growth processes includes the following: activated sludge process, aerated lagoon, sludge digestion system, and suspended growth nitrification and denitrification. So, let us discuss what exactly is the role of microorganism in the wastewater treatment. Because in the biological process, as we said, that it is a living system. So, the microorganism, either it is aerobic or anaerobic, plays a major role, and during their metabolism they carries out the decomposition and stabilization of the organic matter present in the wastewater. So, let us discuss what exactly is happening in the entire process. The removal of dissolved and particulate carbonaceous BOD and stabilization of organic matter found in wastewater is accomplished biologically using variety of microorganisms, principally bacteria. Microorganisms are used to oxidize the dissolved and particulate carbonaceous organic matter into simple end products and additional biomass, as represented by the following equation for the aerobic biological oxidation of the organic matter. Here if you see, the V1 is it denotes the organic material, whereas V2 indicates the oxygen, V3 is ammonia, and V4 is for the phosphate. In presence of the microorganism, definitely the microorganism, by taking the oxygen and in presence of the nutrients like ammonia and phosphate, carries out the decomposition of the organic matter and produces the new cell mass as a byproduct of the metabolism. Along with that, V2, which denotes the carbon dioxide, and V7, which denote the water, will also get created or generated during the entire process. So ultimately, the new cell mass which get created due to the specific gravity will start settling, and the CO2 and the H2O will liberate, and ultimately the treatment or the removal of organic matter will be carried out. In the above equation, O2, NH4, that is ammonia, phosphate are used to represent the nutrient needed for the conversion of organic matter to the simple product like CO2 and water, as we discussed. In terms of the term new cell is used to represent the biomass produced as a result of the oxidation of the organic matter. Microorganisms are also used to remove nitrogen and phosphorus in the wastewater treatment process. Because the biomass has a specific gravity slightly greater than that of water, the biomass can be removed from the treated liquid by the gravity settling. Usually it is carried out in the secondary settling tank or secondary sedimentation tank. Unless the biomass produced is removed on the periodic basis, the treatment is not complete, as the biomass is organic and measured as a BOD in the effluent. So, after carrying out the settling in the secondary sedimentation tank or settling tank, the biomass should be removed periodically. Unless it's removed, we could not say the process is complete, because as the organic matter present in the wastewater, it increase the BOD of the effluent, because BOD is nothing but the biological oxygen demand. So, as long as the organic matter remains in the wastewater, the oxygen will start consuming, which eventually results in the higher BOD in the effluent, which is undesirable fact. So, in this video, we discussed the theory of secondary treatment process, how it is living system, then the principle of biological treatment process involved in the secondary treatment, that is anaerobic and aerobic, classification of biological treatment process, that is the attached growth process and the suspended growth process, and at last we discussed how the microorganism plays a major role and how it carries out the decomposition of organic matter during the wastewater treatment. Thank you for watching.